We're chatting with CBS's Jim Nantz. Jim, thank you for spending some time with us this morning. I guess I should start out by wishing you a belated birthday. How you been doing?
I've been doing well. Thank you, Phil. It's good to see you again. It reminds me of happy times when the football season's full gear and we're meeting up to get ready for a Broncos game. And usually we have a chat, a little visit. So it's nice to see you. Thank you for remembering my birthday. I've been here at home in California for these past 2.5 months. And, you know, we all know how difficult and trying this is for the world. But those silver linings, they're real. And having all this time with my family has been a wonderful experience.
I think that the country is starving for some live sports, and they'll get some more golf this weekend with the match, Champions for Charity. What do you think about this idea? Pretty cool pairing up Peyton Manning, Tiger Woods, and Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson.
I think it's exciting. I can't wait to watch it. And first off, I know all four of these guys extremely well. This is like, in a way, me looking at my career, my broadcast career. I look down at those four, knowing that I pretty much documented all of their, many of their greatest moments with Peyton and Tom, of course, being out of the AFC and CBS being the AFC network. I mean, dozens and dozens of games for those two guys. And then, of course, the two golfers, whether it was their Masters wins or their PGA Championship wins or many tour wins, been there on so many occasions. So I feel very tied to the event, and we'll be watching it with great interest as a fan.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows them as a collective better than you. Which side are you taking?
Boy, it's almost impossible to handicap it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not out to make enemies. They're all four friends, and I know they're going to play one format on the front side and another format on the backs. The last 9 holes. I just wish that this was something I had a chance to maybe comment on a time or two. This will pretty much mark my one chance to comment on the match before I start calling live golf television in 3 weeks' time from down in Fort Worth at the Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial. So you may have seen it, but Peyton brought Tom to the house. They actually broke on to the grounds here at my property when I was away.
All right, I'm calling.
Oh, jeez.
Jim, Peyton.
Hey, Peyton.
Yeah, Tom and I are outside your house right now.
Tom Cruise?
No, not Cruise.
Tommy Lee Jones?
No, not Lee Jones. Brady. How about...
Hello, friends.
Access granted.
Access granted. Here we come, Nance.
Figured out the gate code and snuck on to my property and hit some balls in the backyard. And hey, they had some fun with it. I sure had some fun seeing what they put together, the hijinks that came out of that. And it was really fun.
The best part of that might have been the outtakes at the end with you on the phone there.
They shot the golf and the interview, which I thought was fabulous to hear those two talking as friends. I mean, there was some really rich material in there that, because I think that a lot of it was done tongue in cheek with their entrance into the driveway and all of that, got lost at the serious parts of this. The meat of it was tremendous to hear the respect they have for one another. So to just listen to them, realizing that they're forever linked. I mean, I just thought it was one of the richest things I've seen on television in a long time, the part between Peyton and Tom. And they shot it in June a year ago. I was back east broadcasting a golf tournament from Hartford, the Travelers Championship. And they were out here at Pebble Beach together for a golf event. And I got the call that they wanted to shoot it here. And of course, I was happy to accommodate. And then come December, they asked me to do a few things that would come on the end of the show, which my bad acting was on full display there. I'm afraid the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, may take away my card. It was great, though. It was great, and I think you got a good look at what these two are going to contribute to the show. I mean, we're all going to know that Tiger and Phil, they're going to be playing their ball, their shots a great majority of the time. But I've played with both Peyton and Tom, and trust me, there are going to be occasions where one of them holds a long shot or knocks an iron shot in close or clobbers a tee shot. I'm not even sure they're playing the same tees. I don't think they are. But both of them have the ability to rise up and perform.
I think on the fifth hole, they have to use one club for the entire hole.
Oh, okay.
Club. So Any advice for doing that?
You got to first figure out what that club should be. I played in a one club event one time with Peyton. We were partners. It was an alternate shot, 3-hole event. It was out here at Pebble Beach. It was called the Sand Dune Classic. And it was alternate shot. We had to then collaborate what would be the club. Now, whatever club he chose out of his bag, I had to have the matching club. So we decided we would take 6-iron. So we each had our 6-iron. And yeah, Peyton hit the first tee shot right in the middle of the fairway with a 6-iron, a par 4. And of course, I missed the green with my 6-iron. Then Peyton somehow, out of a Dunesy kind of a lie, I mean, footprints and all, with a 6-iron, chopped it out, got it on the green, and then somehow with a 6-iron, I hold about a 14-foot putt for a par. So we're off and running. This is a competition. This is a real deal. It's been going on for 20 years. We double bogeyed the next hole, which there were a lot of double bogeys and higher because of the one club. And now we get to the third and final hole. I've got it. I'm on the tee now. I've got to hit a strip of land that's not normally where you drive your tee ball, but with a 6-iron. That little patch of grass was all there was, and I luckily hit a 6-iron onto the fairway, if you will. Peyton had 224 uphill with a 6-iron to the green. And I don't know how he did it, but he hit that 6-iron, a towering 6-iron, uphill 224, and got it on the front of the green. It was one of the great 6-irons I've ever seen in my life. And now it's left to attempt to, again, belly the ball with a 6-iron, putting with a 6-iron. And I happened to make it from 59 feet.
Wow.
For a birdie. So Peyton doing the great majority of the heavy lifting, shot 1 over for 3 holes, and we won the tournament.
Wow.
We won the tournament. And, I'm looking for the trophy. Oh, it's over there. Okay. You want to wait 1 second? Just watch warp speed.
Yeah.
We won silver right here. Never had a chance to display any of my golf wares through the years. But, we both got a beautiful Tiffany tray, courtesy of the great Sam Reeves, the tournament host. And we set the course record. It's still never been beat. 1 over for 3 holes, alternate shot.
Quite the accomplishment.
How about that story, just out of left field? I had no idea we were going to talk about it.
I love it. What is Peyton like out on the golf course? Is he a prankster?
You know, Peyton's personality is such that he has a good time with everything he does. But when he has to focus, when it's time for him to perform, hit a shot, he has that ability to turn the switch and lock in and perform. I mean, he's got a great game. And so does Tom, by the way. I played with Tom years ago in the company. This is shameless name dropping, but we played with President Bush 41 and President Clinton. And there's been some stories written about it through the years, but this was 2006 in Kennebunkport, Maine, at a course that is called Cape Arundel, designed by Walter Travis. Great old course. And Tom, in the company of 2 former commanders-in-chief, I should say, shot 73. So, it was impressive.
No pressure.
He has a golf swing that is tour-esque, majestic. Just you might expect that, the way Tom throws a football. He just has that ability, like he's in the pocket. Everything looks like it's just perfect. His form is spot on. His game, if you looked at him on a range, you went down the range, you didn't know it was Tom Brady, you might say, I wonder who that tall tour player is. Who is that? I mean, swing looks very legit. It's going to hopefully come down to the wire. And it's a nice thing that they're doing for charity, which is the whole impetus for them to get together anyway. Let's not lose sight of that. They're donating their time, and they're trying to stir interest in helping a lot of other people. So I admire that. Another case where the game of golf, the great game of golf, does so much as far as philanthropy, and it's a source of opportunity for people to help others. And hats off to all 4 of them. I hope they have a great time and raise a lot of money and send us some programming that we've all been looking forward to for a long time as we start to get closer and closer to getting back to the real thing again. June 13th and 14th on CBS, we'll have from Colonial, the Charles Schwab Challenge.
Jim, before I let you go here, just one question about the Broncos. We only saw you once last year. Think we might be seeing you more after some of these offseason moves?
I love the chance to be able to visit with you. We only saw you once last year at the Chargers, and the Broncos at that point were off to a slow start, but then they sprung the upset and won on the road that day. Love what they did in the draft. Big fan of Vic. First off, we go back a long ways, so I like all the moves that John's made in the offseason. I think this is going to be an exciting team. And as much as excitement as you guys have with what Drew did going 4-1 at the end of the year, it still hasn't quite resonated nationally yet. It's a good position to be in. I think we all know that the Broncos could be dangerous. It's just the rest of the people, maybe the optics on it nationally, they're not thinking yet about how good Denver can be, and I really expect they're going to surprise some folks this year, and they'll be dynamic. There's no question on both sides of the football.
Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you, pal.
Appreciate it.
All the best.